Over a year now, we have struggled to free ourselves from the pandemic's deadly grip. Between mid-September and February, as a country, we did manage to lower infections at a time when the rest of the world was reeling under the malevolent surges of the virus. This time around, we have to marshal our resources and fight it again with renewed vigor, ignited by the determination to overcome and to return to normalcy and sound health. Before I set out the measures that the Reserve Bank is proposing to undertake as part of the first part of a calibrated and comprehensive strategy against the pandemic, let me reflect on the macroeconomic and financial conditions that prevail so that the context in which today's measures are being taken can be appreciated. The global economy is exhibiting incipient signs of recovery as countries renew their tryst with growth, supported by monetary and fiscal stimulus. Still, activity remains uneven across countries and sectors. The outlook is highly uncertain and clouded with downside risks. In April 21, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, revised up its global growth projections for 2021 to 6% from 5.5% projected in their January forecast, on the assumption that vaccines would be available in advanced economies and in some emerging market economies by the summer of 2021 and in most other countries by the second half of 22. World merchandise trade maintained its recent uptrend, growing by 5.4% in February 21 on a year-on-year basis. Consumer price inflation, CPI inflation, remains benign for major advanced economies. However, in a few EMEs, it persists above targets on account of firming global food and commodity prices. Global financial markets regained buoyancy in April on vaccine optimism after bouts of volatility in February and March, followed by corrections. Moving to domestic developments, aggregate supply conditions are underpinned by the resilience of the agriculture sector. The record food grains production and buffer stocks in 2020-21 provide food security and support to other sectors of the economy in the form of rural demand, employment and agricultural inputs and supplies, including for exports. The forecast of a normal monsoon by the Indian Meteorological Department, IMD, is expected to sustain rural demand and overall output in 21-22.